Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have something interesting to show. This is green beans. Let me show you. Green beans. Some people call it runner beans. It's green beans. Also, it's called green beans and it can be called runner beans as well. This one is a frozen one. You can buy it fresh or you can use frozen. They normally freeze these things immediately they are harvested. So they retain their health nutrients. So their benefits is still there intact. So I don't mind. Let me show you quickly. The carbohydrate content of this meal is just 3.9 grams per 100 gram. That's extremely low. So this can find its way into your plate if you are managing blood glucose levels or you want to watch your calorie intake. This is a great weight, a great meal for you to have. So it's just 28 calories per 80 gram serving. Fantastic on the calorie scale, fantastic on the carbohydrate scale. And then I will be telling you a little bit later. Here is onions I'm going to be using to flavor my beans with some peppers. This will give me some additional softness. I love peppers. And I have chilies. I want some good kick in this dish. You don't have to use that much, just use the one you can handle. This is extra virgin olive oil, and I will just be using my sesame oil for drizzling later. While we cut up our vegetables, let me give a little bit of education on green beans, why I think it's something you need to have. Green beans are low in calories. They are from the legume family. They are high in antioxidants such as flavonoids, quercetin, kimphirol. All these ones help to reduce damage to the cells. They are high in fiber, which is ideal for reducing your LDL cholesterol. It's a slow releasing carbohydrate, so it will keep your blood sugar stable, and it will be good for your proper digestion because it's very low on the FODMAP diet. Just 1 cup can give you 1/3 of your daily requirement of folate. That is a kind of B vitamin. All right, so it's also high in vitamin K. It contains calcium, about 13% vitamin C, iron, potassium, zinc, vitamin A, niacin, magnesium, and thiamine. As low in calorie as it is, it's packed with nutrients. Guys, try to get some of this. Okay, I'm done cutting up my vegetables. The next thing that I want to be doing now is for us to start the main thing, the main show. Okay, so you see my green beans. What I will be doing with my green beans now. Normally, if they were fresh ones that are not frozen, I would just cut them up. Okay, I will cut them up into little sizes, but I'm not going to be doing that right now. I'm not really actually going to be doing that, but I just want to show you what I would have done because I'm going to be doing quite a lot of green beans now, and cutting up will not be something I want to do. It means I'm going to have to stress myself much. So I will not be cutting up. I'm going to cook it whole. But let me just show you what I would have done if it was just a little green beans I would add into a meal. I could just break it up. You know, because they are frozen, they can just snap easily. See, this is what I would have done if I was just making some for myself alone or just a little addition to meal. I can still use them cut up even though they were frozen. Just break them up like this. So it's just a great tip for you. So you probably don't need to look for a knife in case you are making not too much of it, just an addition. I would do that. You see, just snap them because they're frozen. Easy to break up. But now I will not be doing that because it means I have to break up a whole pack. Cooking time. Right, so the next thing I'm going to be putting in this frying pan is my extra virgin olive oil, and I'm just using 2 tablespoons. Oil is high in calories, you know that. Just these 2 tablespoons is adding 240 calories to this meal. So it's a good source of calorie when you are making a very extremely low calorie food. Guess what? People run away from calories, but you still need to get your normal daily requirements. Okay, otherwise you probably will be weak. You don't want that. Okay, now the oil is in there. And I am going to be now adding the vegetables. If you are like me, first to go in will be the onions. It always takes first because I love to bring out the flavor of onions. When you cook the onions in oil a little bit, you release the flavors. And that keeps the whole house smelling so nice. And of course, we know the taste of onions when they are cooked. They are kind of sweet. So we can accommodate those two large onions in this meal because our green beans is extremely low in carbohydrates. So we can enjoy some sweetness from the onions here. So I'll be frying this up now. And then other vegetables will go in there to meet up with the onions. You can use any color of onions you like. Sometimes I use purple, sometimes I use white. They are both good. They are both good. They both contain quercetin. Onions contain quercetin, and they are quite good for immunity as well. And we know onions contain some good quality fiber and some other flavonoids which the body needs. So onions is in the alum family. Let's not talk too much about onions today because green beans is our focus. Okay, green beans is our focus. Green beans contain protein. The kind of protein in green beans is called lectins. You know, and it's very good for the body. Protein, of course, we know what plant proteins are good for our bodies because they are not acidic. They produce alkaline ash. So green beans is a, can be a choice for you, or maybe a choice for you, or is a healthy choice for you to consider when you are cooking. I do love to have green beans some or most of the evenings. Green beans is one of the side dishes I make with fish or with chicken or with any other type of protein I prefer. Let's just add the vegetables. I don't want to overcook any of them anyway. I just not to overcook. I still want them to retain their color. I don't want to lose all the colors. But green beans is good when it's cooked, okay? So that you can remove or reduce to a great extent the phytic acids in them so that they can digest properly. So green beans has to be cooked, okay? And that's why, although not still overcooked but cooked, just cooked enough, but their colors should still be there. You don't want to cook your green beans and then they lose their green color to become gray. Now, it still has to have its color there. I like green beans, for their antioxidant benefits. It's raining green beans, guys. It's raining green beans. Tonight it's all about green beans. I hope you're not going to get tired of me shouting green beans. It's a great meal. It will give you a great satisfying dinner on a very extremely low carbohydrate eating. You need to eat very low carbohydrates, really. If you are a diabetic person, if you're managing blood glucose level, if you have heart disease, or you are contending with blood pressure, or you want to watch your weight, you need to go on a low carbohydrate diet. It's good for you because carbohydrates will spike insulin in the body because they break down to sugar. Okay, so foods like green beans that contain carbohydrates, but their type of carbohydrate is low, number one, and is mostly fiber, is the way to go for you. Okay, half of the carbohydrates in green beans is actually fiber. For example, you have 4 grams of carbohydrates in 100 grams of green beans. Half of that is fiber. You can't beat that. It means that your net carb is only going to be 2 grams of carb. I am preaching so much about green beans tonight. It's going to be so helpful for you if you are on a low carbohydrate diet. So try green beans out. Season it, spice it up the way you like. You don't have to use exactly my own choice of seasoning. Just do your own way, the way you like it. Use your choice of seasoning, it's okay, and cook it the way you want. But this is just an idea, and that is what we do on this channel. We like to give you fantastic ideas in case you just don't know what to have for dinner. Come over to Food is Pathway to Life, and we are here to dish out ideas to you. I'm seasoning with some sea salt, and I am adding in some ginger powder. Ginger is good for you too. I am adding it, and it makes your food to have that extra zing. Ginger and garlic, but I am not adding garlic here today. But this is just herb. I'm adding some minced herb here, some coriander, herbs, and parsley. That's what I'm adding here. You can add anything else. You can add thyme, rosemary, dill, chives, anyone. You can add anyone you like. Mint. Yeah, they will all work properly well here. Good, guys. This meal is cooked. It's been here for just like 5 minutes. I think it's just cooked enough. Now I'm going to turn off the heat. And it is ready to serve. Ooh, have you subscribed? Guys, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. Okay. Dinner is served, guys. Dinner is served. How beautiful do you think that plate of food looks? I have served mine with 2 pieces of chicken. You can add any protein you like to your own. Might be eggs, might be fish, might be other forms of seafoods. Maybe like prawns or crab, anything else you like. Voila. Ooh, guys, this is fantastic. I am going to be enjoying myself this evening. If you know someone who is diabetic or watching their weight or having issues with high blood pressure, why don't you share my video with them? It will help them. It will just give them an idea of what they can do with their eating. Share my channel because there are great videos to come on this channel. Okay, and I am speaking from the evidence-based point of view. All right, so any information I give you here is scientifically researched and is proven, and it is for your health. It is for your health, to help you know what the right thing to do. Okay, guys, I am already eating. That's why I'm not speaking anywhere, and that's why I'm no longer speaking the way you want. Thanks.